Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Whitney and I'm a fragrance and flavor enthusiast. Here on my channel, we mostly explore fragrances, but I sometimes like to throw in other content here and there just for fun. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has viewed, liked, commented, shared, subscribed, and bought me a bubble tea. So today I thought I would share with you guys some layering combinations that feature Bath & Body Works products. Now, some of these are the newer releases, so I got some of the fragrance mists from the Funfair collection, and I have some that were in the releases, like a couple of releases before that. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to come up with some combos, and they're kind of good. They're kind of good if I do say so myself. So if you're interested, then keep watching, please. Let's get into it. So the first combo I have is not the best. It's not the best, it's good, but it could be better. And the reason why I think it could be better is if it were the real thing. So basically what I'm trying to say is this combination that I'm going to share with you was inspired by Capri Coastal Citrus, which is a Bath & Body Works release from potentially 2019, I think, potentially 2019, if not 2020. Now, I first came across that scent when I had purchased the body cream. This was still in the early stages of me caring about Bath & Body Works, and I was in love with the scent profile because it's like a creamy, citrusy, coconutty, beachy scent that's just like beautiful and perfect. And, you know, had I cared more, maybe I would have, you know, had the mist. But anyway. So I thought, I have a few scents in my collection that feature notes that are in Capri Coastal Citrus. What if I try to make it? Now, I tried to make it, and the result is okay, right? It's okay. Let's just put it okay. So I figured I would share with you what products I use to try to replicate the beautiful Capri Coastal Citrus. So to start, I have Fresh Coconut Colada. Now, this is a scent that features coconut milk, vanilla rum, and pink hibiscus. So I'm like, okay, this is a good base. You know, got the coconut, the vanilla, and you have that floral note in here. Okay, this is something you can start with. Then, you know, I wanted to bring in that citrus. That is the, I think it's lemon and bergamot that's in Capri Coastal Citrus. So I was like, okay, let me bring out the sun-washed citrus. So this one has sugared lemons, mandarin, and agave nectar. So I was like, okay. Now it's missing something. And the thing that it was missing, because these smelled nice together, right? But the thing that it was missing is that sand note. And I was like, okay, I don't have anything. Well, I have Belize. I think I don't know if it's banana daiquiri, but I have the Belize scent. But I was like, I don't want to throw in a banana profile. I kind of want to keep it less fruity, if that makes sense. So I was like, okay, what else I got? So I have a scent that I doubt anyone, well, not anyone, but I doubt many people have. And that is Bali Blue Surf. And in Bali Blue Surf, the notes are mandarin blossom, sun-kissed sands, saltwater waves, wild jasmine, and blonde driftwood. So I picked it because of that sands note. Now, if you don't have this, I'm sure, like, what's that one that just came? Well, the re-release. Summertime Surf, I think, is one that has a sand note in it. And yeah, so I tried these three together. They weren't bad. I think it made me feel even worse that I didn't have Capri Coastal Citrus. It's like a cheap imitation. But anyway, I figured I would just share with you my efforts. Now, yes, I've seen Capri Coastal Citrus on like Mercari and eBay, and I think even maybe Amazon, I don't know. I haven't decided yet if I want to go the third party seller route yet, but anyway, here's that combination. I'm not telling you to try it. I'm not. I'm just telling you what I did. So next up, I'm going to start off with the perfume in this combo. So this is a fragrance that I have not seen anyone talk about here on YouTube before. And I don't think this is one that was really pushed that much. And part of that is because this is from Zara, but it's also from their children's line. So maybe that's why. But anywho, the scent I have is Cherry Watermelon Ice. Now, the name is misleading on so many levels. Now, yes, this is a watermelon scent, right? But there's no cherry note and there's no ice note. And thinking about doing this video and thinking about this fragrance, I was like thinking about Zara and how their names are often like misleading and don't have anything to do with the scent, or at least the notes in the scent. And I was like, I wonder if they use like words like cherry and rose when the perfumes don't have those notes, because they're referring to the color, not so much as the scent notes. That's something I was thinking about. Let me know down below if you've thought of that too, or if you have another theory about the really random Zara fragrance names. Let me know. So anyway, so this is a fragrance that I would describe as like a spicy watermelon scent. Not that it's like super spicy or anything. It features cardamom, but on me, I feel like it smells a bit peppery when it first opens up on my skin. And I do like that about this, because it's not like your sugary sweet watermelon, which I'm a fan of, right? Which I'm a fan of, right? But I like the idea of it being done a little bit differently. So that's something that I like. And it's also quite green as well. It's almost like more watermelon rind than it is watermelon flesh. But it still tastes like, oh gosh, it still smells like watermelon. So I was like, okay, since this already has like that spicy, leaning on realistic watermelon kind of scent, what fragrance mist can I add to this to help it, you know, elevate it a little bit? So the fragrance mist I thought of was Firecracker Pop. Oop, 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 focus. Oop, light blinding it. Yes, so this is the previous packaging. And I'm running through this summer to start my full-size bottle. But anyway, I figured Firecracker Pop would be a good layering option, because this is a sweet cherry, lime, and what type of other notes? I don't remember what the other note is, but I think there's like a berry note in here. And it's quite sweet, it's juicy. And I was like, okay, this is a good balance here, because, you know, the sweetness brought in from Firecracker Pop to like the not so sweetness of cherry watermelon ice, I think adds like a nice little balance. And I also feel like both of them have like a sort of semi-aquatic tone to them, which I think is another part of why I feel like they make sense together. So yeah. So since we're on the note of watermelon, I figured I would share with you another watermelon perfume in my fragrance collection, and that is Toi l'Impératrice by Dolce & Gabbana. And this is a watermelon rhubarb kiwi scent that's like juicy and tart and aquatic as well. So when I was thinking of a combination to use with this particular scent, I didn't want to necessarily go the fruity route. I wanted to try something a little different and see if it would work. So I was playing around with my body creams, and I was like, okay, I had some that I wanted to get through that were in need of getting through. And I was like, what if I try Confetti Cake Pop with l'Impératrice? And I was like, that could work. And it does. It somehow works. And I think the reason why it works so well is the creamy sweetness of Confetti Cake Pop adds like a nice contrast that works with the sour juiciness of l'Impératrice. And yeah, really, it does smell really nice. It's very simple. It's like, I don't know why it works. So to my nose, I think that like Confetti Cake Pop is like a really simple, fun, not too serious scent at all. And I feel like even though l'Impératrice is not like the most serious scent, it's not as playful as Confetti Cake Pop. So I think that they just help balance each other out and bring out different qualities about each other that's really cute. And I learned recently that there's like a wax melt from Walmart that's a watermelon frosting scent, I believe. And I'm like, yeah, I was onto something. So yeah, that's l'Impératrice and Confetti Cake Pop. So the next combo I have features Cotton Candy Clouds. And this is a sugary sweet, fluffy, airy scent that I really like. It doesn't take itself too seriously. At least I don't take it seriously, but I really like how it smells. And this is one that I was like, okay, what can I pair this with that's a little bit unexpected, but still makes sense? And the perfume I decided to pair it with is Amalfi Sunray, and this is from Zara. And the reason behind me pairing these two together is basically I was inspired by Sundays by Byredo, as well as Loewe's Aura White Magnolia. So those are two scents that have a citrusy quality about them, but they also share the note of cotton candy. And I was like, yes. And they just work really well together. Now, to me, Amalfi Sunray it doesn't list neroli, but this is a neroli forward scent to my nose, but it basically only features citrus notes. And cotton candy clouds, if you don't know, features notes of spun sugar, pink berries, and whipped vanilla. So simple composition as well, but this is way more sugary sweet than the simple citrus Amalfi Sunray. So I was like, okay, let me try them. And it worked because there's like the tart, you know, bright, slightly sourness that comes in the Amalfi Sunray, and then the sugary sweetness of cotton candy clouds, and together they just work so well together because it's like fresh, airy, summery, and just easygoing. And I feel like they both add an interesting twist to each other, which is why I'll probably wear this combo again. So the next combo I have features on Lulu Sun. So this is one that, if it wasn't a new release, it was one that was released a long time ago and then came back. I think that's what it is. It slipped my mind, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So it's been like repackaged and such. So the notes, if you don't know, are fresh island coconut, Pacific palm, and driftwood. So when I first smelled this, I was like, yes, it smells beachy, but there's like an invigorating quality about this that it's not necessarily hard to explain why I'm having that reaction to it, or at least that was my thought when I first smelled it, because none of the notes really allude to like invigorating, but I guess that's one of them secret notes, you know? But anyway, so this has a greenness to it, which comes from the palm, as well as, like I said, that invigorating quality that I do really like, that I pick up on Lulu Sun. So I was like, okay, so I'm okay with potentially wearing on a Lulu Sun on its own, right? But I was like, what could I pair with it that would be just as perhaps unusual, but would make sense together? So I was like, okay, what is another weird scent I have? And that's Aura by Mugler. So this is a green, sweet, sometimes described as tropical. It has like yellow florals in here, and this is one that has like it smells green. It really does, like a sweet green scent with tropical nuances. And together I was like, oh wait, this actually works. This actually works very well. Something's in my eye, hold on. And when I had them, like I was testing it out on tester strips and such, right? I was like, okay, what if I actually were to wear this scent? What body cream in my collection could I wear with it? So like I mentioned earlier, I was trying to get through some of my body creams. So I was like, since we already being a little weird, let's get a little weirder. So I decided to go with Bonfire Bash. And the reason I decided to pair this with this combination is that there is a vanilla bourbon note in Bonfire Bash as well as Aura. And I was like, okay, this is a weird one, but I really do like how it smells. Like, it doesn't feel like anything is clashing, which seems like the opposite would happen, but surprisingly, these actually worked quite nicely together. So next up, I want to start off with the perfume in this combo. So that is Signorina Miele from Fragranza, and this is a dupe of Dior's Monsieur Cherie, and this is a classy scent that has gourmand touches to it. So it features fruity notes like strawberry and pineapple, but it also features a caramel popcorn note, and it's so nice. Now it's considered a shipach scent. Shipach. Can I say it cute? Shipach scent, and it has like patchouli in the base. It's sparkly. It's classic smelling. It's fun. It's awesome. And I was like, okay, with all of those fruity notes and the warm gourmand notes, how can I make this smell, like how can I hype up those like notes, right? So I decided to try two fragrance mists with this particular scent. So the first fragrance mist that I layered with Signorina Miele is Sol de Janeiro's Brazilian Crushed Cheirosa 71. Now, the reason why I paired Cheirosa 71 with the scent is, okay, It's often, or at least it's been described as smelling like caramel popcorn. And I pick up that quality about it personally, right? So it's described as caramelized vanilla and macadamia. And if you didn't know, I can read the notes to you. So at the top, there's caramelized vanilla and sea salt. In the mid, there's toasted macadamia nut and white chocolate. And in the dry down, there's tonka bean and coconut blossom. So this is like, it has like beachy notes about it, but this is a very much warm, sweet scent. And like I said, because it kind of has that caramel popcorn vibe to it, I was like, ooh, I could layer that with this and it would make sense. And it does. It doesn't smell like, it just, to me, it kind of like just brings in more of a sweetness factor. Like Signorina Miele is pretty sweet, but I feel like bringing this in makes it even sweeter and even more like, I want to say playful, but let's call it edible, because the next mist that I layered with it definitely makes it more playful. And the fragrance mist that I layered with it is Pink Pineapple Sunrise, and this is one from Bath and Body Works. And the notes, if you didn't know, are sweet pink pineapple, palm sugar, and sun-drenched nectar. So yeah, so this is one that I decided to layer because of that sugary pineapple note. And all three of these together are so good. They're so good. I feel like it's just, it makes the perfume smell like, it just overall, it creates like a classy but very playful scent that I really like. And I was excited because then it's like even more of an excuse to wear Signorina Miele. And I feel like with these two, it helps to make it feel a little bit more summery. Not that this is a scent that needs help in any season, but I figured, you know, why not? And it worked. Yay. So next up, I have a fragrance mist that has quickly become one of my favorites of the season, and that is Bubblegum Pop. So this features notes of gumball sugar, candied fruits, and citrus burst. So even though this, even though this is a bubblegum scent, I feel like it smells like there's more to it, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. So it is like a sugary, sweet, powdery, citrusy scent, right? And it's playful. There's no doubt about it that it is a playful scent. But I was like, what can I layer it with in my collection that would be a little bit unexpected, but I know would actually work very well with it? And my choice has been Fleur de la Passion. And this is from Fragonard. And this is one that's like a sour, sweet, tropical, fruity, delicious scent. And my reasoning for choosing it is because of the very much sour scent profile that it has. And I thought together, you know, it would create like a sour and sweet result. And it actually worked out really nicely. Like I said, with the sweetness in the bubblegum pop as well as the powderiness, kind of like add a nice balance to the bright and sour qualities of Fleur de la Passion. And I was like, yes, this works so nicely. And they don't fight each other or anything. It just like, they just work really nicely together. And it's just a fun, easygoing, like scent that even though, you know, I'm wearing something called bubblegum pop, I don't feel like this makes it like, I don't even think bubblegum pop smells like immature or anything like that, to be honest. I just think it's a cute scent, and I feel like this is just a cute combination that's like perfect for the summertime, and I will be wearing this combo again. So last up, I have a combination that changed at the last minute. Now I say that because the fragrance mist I have to share is one that I was going to pair with another perfume in my collection, but at the last second, well, not really last second, but right before I decided, like finalized my combination list, I was like, wait, what if I were to try this? And I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I listened to my gut. So the fragrance mist I am talking about is Orange Vanilla Twist. And this is the other one that is part of the Funfair collection along with Bubblegum Pop. So the notes in here are juicy orange, summer sherbet, and vanilla creme. And this is like an orange creamsicle scent, no doubt about it, but it is predominantly vanilla, at least on me. And I was like, okay, so let's just call it what it is. This is a citrusy vanilla scent, right? What could I pair it with? That again, I'm trying to go the unexpected route. So I'm like, okay, what could I pair it with that features notes that wouldn't clash with this, but would also be not necessarily like an obvious choice, right? So again, this is the combination I came up with last minute, but boy, am I glad that I did. And the perfume that I paired with Orange Vanilla Twist is Pure Poison, and this is from Dior. And Pure Poison is a white floral scent, and to me this is like a soapy white floral, and I have no idea what made me think to try these two together, but upon doing a little bit more reminding, i.e. research again into the notes of Pure Poison, I was like, oh, okay. So the notes in Pure Poison, well, there's a few citrus notes to start with, and there's also vanilla in the dry down. So I was like, okay, cool, that makes sense. And this is a scent that I feel like has quite a number of notes, but it doesn't smell like overly complex, but it does smell luxurious for that matter. And I was like, okay, Orange Vanilla Twist is a playful scent, but it doesn't necessarily, it's simple, and I would call it playful, but I wouldn't necessarily disregard it as like a serious scent in the sense of it being like a good one. And I thought together they would create a good balance, and they do. I feel like original Orange Vanilla Twist adds more of a creaminess to this scent, and bringing out the vanilla note helps a lot in the sense of it just creating this way more creamy jasmine forward scent that I really do like. And I feel like Orange Vanilla Twist also adds a brightness to Pure Poison that's not necessarily lacking, but it just kind of makes it sparkle just a little bit more, just a little, because this is beautiful on its own, right? But this just adds a little something extra, right? And honestly, I couldn't stop smelling myself when I had this on. Like, legit, I kept smelling my arm because of how beautiful these two smelled together. And I had already worn this scent combination twice prior to recording this video. That's how good it is to me. And yeah, this is definitely a winner in my book. So that's all the combinations I have to share with you guys today. Let me know down below in the comment section if you have any unusual summer combinations that you've played around with so far this summer. I am very curious. So if you liked today's video, please give this video a like. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, but you want to see more of me, I do encourage you to subscribe. And if you want to support my channel even more, feel free to buy me bubble tea, because all that information is down in the description box. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. Bye! Muffin, would you be mad if I moved you? Would you be mad? Oops. Before we get started, oh no. Before we get started, one of them should work, right? Okay. Oh, that's Muffin, by the way, in case you didn't know who she was. But I figured I'll just share with you just in case y'all have any thoughts on it. Maybe. Oh, I know my makeup isn't melting. It's fine. Right, Muffin? It's like, whatever you say, mamacita. Imperatriz. Oh no, I have to get up. Dang it. Eee, my eye. Yeah. Hey, I'd rather be kissing you, baby. Yeah. And the scent is Signorina Miele, and this is from Fragranza, and this is a dupe of Dior's Miss Cherie. The first of the two mists comes from Brazilian Crush. Cheirosa 71 is the name. Is it Sol de Janeiro? Did I forget? Yes, I did. So the first fragrance mist that I layered with Signorina Miele is Sol de Janeiro. So the first fragrance mist that I layered with So the first fragrance mist, oh God. So the first fragrance mist that I layered with Signorina Miele is Sol de Janeiro's ooh. Aha, you stinking cat hair, I knew it. Not you, Muffin, your hair. Say bye, Muff. Are you knocked out? Oh, sorry.